Well, it's 8:23 a.m.
Wow.
Good morning, folks. Happy Friday. You're listening to CFRC 101.9 FM. This is it. Indie Wake Up Call, the best show in town, right here, right now. I'm your host, Nick Vassos, as always, and joining me on the show, guys, today, I'm not alone, all right? Joining me on the show, we have the one, the only, Charlie Koch. It's a very long sound effect. Sorry, I just cut it off. I cut it short. What's up, Charlie? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm very good. We're in the studio today. We're
the stew, if you will. The stew.
We're shooting an episode of a show that'll be up on YouTube. I won't promote that now because it may take me months, but
it'll just never go up. Yeah, it'll.
Yeah. I was gonna do it for another group, and then that group and I went separate ways. So now I'm gone indie, guys. I'm off the chain.
Fitting you're on Indie Wake Up Call then. That's what this is all about.
Hey.
Speaking of indie, let's talk about the music. We just heard Marry Myself by Benny. As well, before that, Sons of Shanley with a new one from them called Banks. Banks. I thought it was Blanks for a second. No, we got it. We got it right the first time. We got it right. Next up, Lakeshore Drive by Roadwaves. And finally, before that, Breakbot with The Sweetest Romance. So yeah, show them all some love. Tell them I sent you, Nick Vassos. And you're getting some bonus points, because that's how we're doing it on this fine Friday morning.
So Nick.
Yeah.
Nikki, can I call you Nikki Cheesesteak?
Absolutely not. No.
All right. So
that's the first time I've heard Nikki Cheesesteak before, I'm going to be honest. In my 21 years of life, it's the first time someone's ever called me Nikki Cheesesteak. It's too early for this.
So, what brought you? What made you want to be here?
This isn't redacted.
It's an early morning. What brought you to CFRC?
You got it.
I got it.
I mean, when I was in first year of university, and my dad, he went to the same school, and so he was like, oh, like, this is something you might want to get involved in. You've done performance stuff, you've done, like, music stuff. I don't know, you've been in that space, so he sort of started there. But he hadn't volunteered there himself, so he had no idea what it was like. He just said, like, give it a shot. If it sucks, then just don't go back again, right? So I did that in probably my first month of first year, and I've been doing it kind of ever since. So
what got you involved with CFRC?
I had some friends who started here. They were like really close friends of mine, and they had a podcast that was running for a few weeks, and then they invited me on, and then I was kind of just in love with the place immediately.
people are you looking for volunteers?
We're looking for anyone who can even spare like an hour or so a week, either to be on air or to help us with the library, things like that. Since we run 24 hours, there's always something to do. And yeah, we always need on-air talent. We always need people with good taste in music. And we need people who are just kind of keen to come out and help as much as they can.
What kinds of things are people who volunteer generally doing here?
I would say most of the folks have a show that they run. They come on air or they record in the studios. Most shows are about an hour in length, but some of them can range up to 3 hours, and sometimes we even do specials that are about 15 minutes. So it really depends on in that front, but the other main thing that we have folks doing is kind of organizing our huge music collection, rearranging it. It gets accessed all the time, so we always need help putting things away, packing things up, making sure it's in good shape and as organized as possible. And then we usually get about, I'd say, 15 or so CDs or cassettes or records each week. And so we always have new volunteers organize those, label them, take a listen to them, whether they're quality or not, those types of things.
So what's your I mean, you have a very early show, but what's your
sadly, yeah, it's
what's your schedule? What's your process like for the show?
I mean, it kind of comes in stages because I'll make the playlist. I mean, that's the first thing I do. Like earlier in the week, I'll spend a couple hours just putting together this playlist, and it is a 2-hour show, so I have to consider, like even just finding stuff to talk about for that long is kind of, quite a lot to do. Once I'm in here, though, things just happen. Like a lot of it is improv at the end of the day. So I just have to be in the right headspace to sort of bring that to this. A lot of the prep work just comes in the form of the music, whereas the talking is just random. Yeah.
Why do you think other people should get involved, or are you?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah, like, I mean, it's the easiest part of my week. Like, I just hang out, I get to wake up early and just like wake up with the music. There's no expectation of doing well as well. It's just like a fun activity, and especially for a more introverted guy like me, just to be able to like even do that on my own is kind of sick too, right? So like, I recommend it to anyone. And it's just a cool building as well. I mean, we'll walk around in a second, but yeah, it's just a cool space, 100%.
Hey, what's up? Come on in.
Hey, what's up? Come on in. Let me show you around the station. So, first room, I mean, we're looking at a bunch of stuff. We got posters. We got old stuff from like 19-3. I actually have no idea how old this stuff is. It looks pretty ancient, if you ask me. It is a 100-year-old station, so you're bound to find some cool equipment like that. Most of the people here are volunteers. We do have some paid positions, though, at the stations. That's what these, I guess, office spaces are here.
What are the chances?
What are the chances? Welcome to this little hangout room. All the meetings happen here. All of the marketing committees and all of the hangouts and board game nights and me trying to do work not at the library.
What would you say is the coolest thing that's ever happened in this room?
Probably this.
The bathrooms?
Yeah, bathrooms, very important part of the tour, of course.
What's up there?
We don't go up there. That's scary. Now, the Holy Grail. Check this place out. So I actually don't know where the light switch is. I'm gonna have to find it. And just like that, we're here.
Let there be light.
Yeah, I mean, check out all these CDs. It's pretty epic. One time I remember one of the first shows I ever did, I didn't know that internet was that important for radio. Who knew? So the internet goes out in the station, and we start panicking. My co-host at the time, Alex, was like, quick, run into this room, find whatever, and then bring it back, while I stall for time kind of thing. So I scrambled in here. I forget where it was on the shelves, but I found like the Weezer Blue album, and that was my choice because that was the first thing I saw. It caught my eye immediately, so I played Say It Ain't So on the radio. That was one of the first things I ever played.
Can you find it now?
Yeah, I can find it. We got this guy. We got Weezer. We got Weezer. We got Weezer. If you need Weezer, we got this one. We got Weezer. and we got Weezer. Somebody has the Blue Album elsewhere. Maybe they've used it for their shows.
If you could take one CD from out of this room when you're done, which one do you think it'd be?
I feel like I would just go random and just pick everyone's favorite. Across the Water, a collaboration of music from Sweden and Canada. Anytime you see like stickers like this on CDs, vinyl, whatever, it means it's like a demo sort of copy meant for radio stations, which, because of that, in theory, this whole collection is worthless. In theory. But obviously, like, somebody would pay for this if they wanted to, but like, because these are just sent to radio stations, they're technically worthless.
Of the past.
This is where they do the live sessions. A lot of bands will come in here and just like pack all of their equipment in. Sometimes we've had like 5-6 person bands somehow fit in this space. It's kind of insane, but yeah, this is it. I do a lot of the filming for that stuff too. I mean, you guys know that too.
Yeah.
You've been in that world, so you've seen this space before. Yeah.
Using all the wrong things just to free me of my mind. But I know I can make it through and leave it all this time. 'Cause it's you I hold on to. Don't run, I'm waiting here for you. Don't run, we will make it through. And if our life was a movie, we'd just be at the start. I feel like everything around me slowly starts to break. I ask the Lord to bring me back and give me peace of mind. And I know all for you. And I was raised to pray and read and trust in those red lines. There's not a word more powerful than that of the divine. And I know that this is true. Don't
What are live sessions?
So we have a group of volunteers. There's about 10 of them. They cycle in and out a lot. But it's folks that wanted to learn how to record a band live. So we have space now at the station where a whole band setup can come in, up to like 10 people. They can play. We record them right off the floor. We ask them to perform as if they're performing at like a theater or a venue. And we just record their audio, and then we take that, we give it to some folks that are also volunteers, get them to edit it, and then we put it on our airwaves. So we are bringing in folks who are either local bands or touring bands that kind of, for the touring bands, it's just if they have some extra time in Kingston, they want to promote their stuff. So they come by, they record with us, and we just say as long as we can put it on air, they can do whatever they want with those recordings. So sometimes folks put it on their Bandcamp or their YouTube, and like I said, as long as we get a show out of it, we don't really mind doing the work.
So how does the station fund itself?
The station funds itself in a few different ways. I would say the number one thing is student fees, opt-in, opt-out student fees through students at the beginning of the school year. The other way is our funding drive, which is actually currently happening. It goes it's from November 1st until December 31st, and we try to raise usually between $20,000 and $25,000. That just helps keep us operating and getting any equipment we need that might have gone defunct over the last few years. And then the final way is through advertisements or services to a lot of folks at Queens, like different departments and things like that want to advertise their events, but also businesses in town or even just local folks who want to have something like a podcast done. So studio time and editing and recording of those folks and advertising is probably our third ranked revenue stream.
What do you think is the magic of this place?
That it exists more than anything. Like, I mean, I bet you'll get some B-roll of the outside of the building, but it doesn't look like anything from the outside. There's just a weird building with a speaker, and you're like, okay, it's kind of a thing. And you walk in here, and this is something out of a movie, I swear. Like, it's very magical, the fact that it just exists. Also, it's dope that they have like a huge physical music library too. Like a lot of radio stations now going straight to digital for everything. Like they have all these like libraries on computers, whereas to be able to even just walk around and get lost in that little space there is very cool. So
what's your funniest story of what's happened to you while working here?
While working here?
Yeah,
it's a good one.
Funniest radio quirky story.
That's a great question. I mean, there's so. People can call into the station, right? But I don't do that because I actually don't know how to work the phones properly. I've never gotten that training for it, which is fine. It's whatever. So that's why I always plug my Instagram each time I do my show. I do that instead. So I have people text me instead of call. And one time, while the songs were playing, not even while I was talking, somebody called the station. So I was like, okay, let me just like pick up. Why not? Like, I don't get callers because I don't advertise that, right? And this had to have been 70-year-old guy calls me and he goes, "Hello?" And I just go, "Hey, what's up? This is Nick with Indie Wake Up. How you doing? Like, what else do you say to that, right?" And then the guy goes, "Yeah, is this ass? Is this ass?" He said it like 4 times. I'm like, I couldn't figure out what he was saying. You know what I mean? So like, but then it clicked after maybe time number 3. He's like, "Oh, he's saying ace." Because my Instagram is Ace Vassos. So the dude was like, "Is this ass Vassos?" Like, and as soon as that clicked in, I was like, "Oh, he's talking about," okay. So I'm like, yeah, what's up, man? Like, good to hear from you. Like, what's your name? And then he like, I guess he didn't hear me, so he's like, "Is this ass?" Like he said it again. He probably said it 7 times in that phone call. Like, "Yes, this is ass. Yes, good to hear from you." And then I asked him his name, and he was like, "Yeah, my name's Dick. I'm like 70. Like,
Dick looking for ass?
Dick was looking for ass that day. At just 9 a.m. on a Friday, as you do, right? Yeah, so that was a funny call. And since then, that guy's called in like 2 or 3 more times. Every now and then, it's a nice little spot in my week. Every time Dick gives me a ring, So I feel like that was sort of a bright spot in my week when it happened. No fucking way. Is that the guy? Is that ass? Yo, wait, hold up. I haven't gotten a call in weeks.
It's not recorded. Right now.
Hold up. Hey, what's up? This is Nick with Indie Wake Up Call. Yeah, it is. Hey, how's it going? Hey, good to hear from you. It's Dick, right? Good show. Thank you. I appreciate it. Great to hear from you. Have a good one. All right, take care now. There's no way that guy just called. We just talked about it. I think the last time he called was like weeks ago. That is insane. Subscribe, okay?
Friday night fever, it's got you going insane. Your mind is spinning, intoxication is winning, yeah. No reason to fight it anymore. Da-da-da. off the line. We'll start a fight. Don't you run away, there is no end in sight. Don't live tonight, you know I'm right. We're going all the way.